call cops on my for fault? Yeah, I did. Don't go back.
It all started at a gas station. Lacey Buckingham was left standing on the side of the road, her bags on the ground, and her ride, driven by her boyfriend, pulling away without her. It was loud, messy, and full of drama. For fans of My 600-Pound Life, it was one of the wildest scenes they'd ever seen on the show. But for Lacey, this moment was just a small part of a much bigger story. Lacey was nearly 600 pounds when she went on the show, hoping Dr. Now could help her lose weight and get her life back on track. But instead of focusing on her health, most of her episode was full of arguments, excuses, and drama with the people closest to her, especially her boyfriend Ricky and his sister Sharon. What really stood out to viewers wasn't just her size, but her attitude. Many felt she used guilt, blame, and emotional games to get her way. People weren't just watching a weight loss journey, they were watching someone who seemed more interested in controlling others than changing herself. Lacey didn't become famous for turning her life around. She became known as one of the most manipulative people to ever be on the show. Lacey didn't just wake up one day weighing 600 pounds. Her struggles with food started when she was young. Like many people who end up on My 600-Pound Life, her weight gain was tied to pain and trauma. She grew up in a tough environment where love and support were hard to come by. Food became the one thing that made her feel better when everything else in life felt out of control. Over the years, her eating habits got worse. She used food to cope with stress, sadness, and loneliness. Instead of getting help or having someone to talk to, she turned to snacks, fast food, and sweets. That comfort quickly turned into a serious problem. As Lacey got older, her weight kept climbing. Simple tasks became harder. Her health started going downhill fast. But even with all those warning signs, it was hard for her to stop. The more life felt like it was falling apart, the more she ate to feel okay, even if just for a little while. By the time she reached out to Dr. Now, her body was breaking down, and so was her spirit. But it wasn't just the weight holding her back. It was everything from her past. Just a quick note, I'm building this channel toward 1,000 subs. If you want to be part of that journey, hit subscribe. Lacey's trip to Houston was supposed to be the first step toward a better life. She was finally going to meet Dr. Now and start her weight loss journey. But from the very beginning, things started going wrong. She didn't travel alone. Her fiancé Ricky and his sister Sharon agreed to help get her to Texas, but the three of them were already dealing with tension before they even hit the road. Lacey had missed a previous appointment with Dr. Now and hadn't been honest about it. When Sharon found out, she felt like Lacey was wasting everyone's time and lying. The car ride turned into a pressure cooker. Arguments broke out, with Lacey accusing Sharon of being mean and unsupportive. Sharon, on the other hand, was frustrated with Lacey's constant excuses. Ricky was stuck in the middle, trying to keep the peace. But the breaking point came at a gas station somewhere in the middle of their trip. Lacey got out of the car during an argument. She told Ricky and Sharon she didn't feel safe and called the police on them. Eventually, Sharon had enough and left.
You need to make a decision.
I want to give it a try.
Why? What do you want to give it a try about? She has not lost weight.
With Ricky by her side, Lacey was left alone, stranded at the gas station with just her bags and her phone. Most people would have gone home after that, but Lacey found another friend to take her the rest of the way to Houston. It was messy and dramatic, but she did make it to Dr. Now's office, just not in the way anyone expected. From the very start, Lacey's time on My 600-Pound Life was filled with drama. But what really got people talking wasn't just her health struggles, it was how she acted toward the people trying to help her. Many viewers felt like Lacey was constantly playing games with people's emotions and using manipulation to avoid taking responsibility. One of the biggest things that stood out was how often Lacey played the victim. Whenever something didn't go her way, she would shift the blame. If she missed an appointment, it wasn't her fault. It was because flights were too expensive. If she didn't lose weight, it was because someone stressed her out. She always had a reason, and it was never about her own choices. This attitude wore down the people around her. Sharon, Ricky's sister, had been helping care for Lacey, but she reached her breaking point on the trip to Houston. Lacey told the cameras that Sharon was abusive and made her feel unsafe. But viewers saw a different story. Sharon was frustrated, yes, but also clearly tired of being blamed for things she didn't do. Ricky, Lacey's fiancé at the time, was caught in the middle. He seemed supportive at first, helping Lacey with her daily needs and even traveling across states to get her to Dr. Now. But as the episode went on, it became clear that their relationship had deep issues. When Sharon and Ricky left Lacey at the gas station, it wasn't just out of anger, it was the result of constant stress and emotional strain.
Trying to hurt her, or in my case, she's trying to blame me for abusing her.
Get whatever the she needs off my U-Haul.
Lacey had called the police, saying she didn't feel safe. That move shocked viewers. Many felt it was manipulative, an attempt to make Sharon and Ricky look like the bad guys, when in reality they had been helping her for months. Ricky eventually broke off the engagement. He said he couldn't keep putting himself through the emotional roller coaster. That decision was a major turning point, not just in the show, but in Lacey's life. Without Ricky's support, she was left to figure things out on her own. Dr. Now is known for being blunt, and he didn't hold back with Lacey. He told her directly that she wasn't doing what she needed to do. She had missed an earlier appointment, and when she finally showed up, she hadn't lost the 50 pounds he had asked for. Instead of owning up to it, Lacey gave a long list of excuses. She said she had a health scare. She said she couldn't afford the flight. She said she had been too stressed to focus. Dr. Now listened, but he wasn't buying it. He told her point blank, "If you really want to change your life, you find a way. You stop making excuses." That moment hit hard, but instead of waking Lacey up, it seemed to push her further into denial. Another thing viewers noticed was how Lacey tried to twist the story to make herself look better. In her interviews, she often painted herself as misunderstood or attacked. She claimed people weren't giving her a fair chance, that she was being bullied, and that her past trauma was being ignored. While it's true that many people on the show have difficult backgrounds, most of them still manage to show progress. They struggle, but they take steps forward. Lacey, on the other hand, seemed stuck and unwilling to move. Instead of listening to advice, she focused on controlling how others saw her. Fans picked up on this quickly. Reddit threads and Facebook comments lit up with discussions about her behavior. Many viewers felt frustrated. They wanted to root for her, but they couldn't ignore how often she manipulated situations or tried to rewrite the truth. It's important to note that support systems are key in any weight loss journey. But in Lacey's case, she burned bridges with almost everyone around her. Sharon walked away. Ricky ended the relationship. Even Dr. Now eventually ran out of patience. Without people in her corner, Lacey's chances of success got slimmer by the day. And yet, even when faced with the fallout, Lacey never fully admitted to her role in the breakdowns. That's what made her story different. While most participants on My 600-Pound Life hit a moment of truth where they realized they need to change, Lacey kept digging deeper into blame and denial. The reaction from fans was intense. Many called her the most manipulative person to ever be on the show. Others said they had never seen someone deflect so much. Some people felt sympathy, believing she was struggling with serious mental health issues. But even they admitted that her behavior was damaging, not just to herself, but to everyone around her. It's rare for a single episode to spark so much conversation, but Lacey's did. People weren't just shocked, they were angry. They had seen others on the show go through hell and still come out fighting. Lacey, they felt, had every chance to succeed, but chose to play games instead. After her episode aired, Lacey Buckingham mostly disappeared from the spotlight. But curious fans kept searching for updates, wondering if she ever turned her life around after leaving Dr. Now's program. What they found was surprising. Lacey actually lost a significant amount of weight on her own, over 100 pounds by early 2024. Instead of continuing with the show, she chose to return to Washington and work with local doctors. She started seeing a private physician and making progress outside of the public eye. Social media posts shared by people close to her revealed that she had dropped down to around 406 pounds. Still a long way to go, but a major step in the right direction. Even so, it didn't seem like the drama had completely stopped. Lacey stayed mostly silent online, avoiding direct comments about the episode or her reputation. Some fans believed she was trying to quietly move on with her life. Others felt she hadn't truly taken accountability for what happened during the show. Still, progress is progress. Losing over 100 pounds isn't easy, especially without the structure and pressure of a TV production team. It showed that deep down, maybe Lacey did want to change, just not in the way that my 600-pound life expected. While we don't know everything about her life now, it's clear that her story didn't end when the cameras stopped rolling. Whether she continues down a healthier path or not, only time will tell. But at least for now, she seems to be taking steps, slow and quiet steps, toward a better future. Lacey Buckingham's story isn't the usual success or failure we see on My 600-Pound Life. It's something different, a warning about what can happen when someone refuses to take real responsibility for their actions. Her journey showed just how important it is to be honest, not just with others, but with yourself. Lacey had people who wanted to help her. She had access to one of the best weight loss doctors in the world, but none of that mattered because she wasn't ready to truly change. Instead, she focused on controlling the people around her, making excuses, and avoiding hard truths. In the end, her manipulative behavior hurt more than just her weight loss journey. It damaged her relationships, pushed people away, and left her with very few people in her corner. That's what made her story so memorable and so frustrating to watch. But maybe there's still hope. The fact that she lost weight after the show means something. It means that change is possible, even if it comes later and looks different than expected. Lacey's episode was hard to watch, but it offered a powerful reminder. No one else can change your life for you. You have to be the one to show up and do the work. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.